Yeah, we're recording. We're here. We're doing a podcast.
This is what is a podcast?
Well, a podcast, I'm not quite sure. What is a podcast, Gavin?
Basically, it's like a recorded radio show that people can listen to at their leisure. Most people in the car or on a car, some sort of journey into work. So what we've decided to do is, hello everybody, by the way.
Hello.
We're we obviously did Wedding Cues live as a video, but we're going to give the podcast thing a go because it's kind of difficult for people to watch a video in its entirety. But if you're in the car, like I listen to a lot of podcasts, so if you're in the car, you can listen to it, plug it into your car stereo and listen to it. So we're going to give this a go. It's we've got a first one next week, haven't we?
We're going to do it on the 21st, is it? Or the 19th? The 19th, isn't it? Yes, okay. And as you said, you're a big fan of podcasts, and it's something you could just jump in your car, press play. I listen to podcasts mainly on flights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not like I'm flying all the time, but it's just easy to sit there and listen to something a bit more it's educational.
Well, the other thing as well, with using the podcast app, you can download it, so you can listen to it whenever, and you can save it so that you don't lose it. So I can see why podcasts have gone nuts. I think there's been certain ones that have, I mean, I listen to a lot of football podcasts, and the Peter Crouch one on BBC is something that's sort of elevated podcasts. People now want to listen to podcasts.
That's massive. The Peter Crouch thing is huge.
Yeah.
And lots of people do listen to that, and it's informative, educational, funny, entertaining. It's got everything in there, and that's what we're trying to aim at, isn't it?
We just, I mean, I think I think originally it was podcast was the idea that we had, and then Facebook Live came out, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I think we decided to go that way, and that was awesome, but it brought its own problems. I mean, I think we were getting to a point where we were trying to do something like this morning on 3 and 11. You know what I mean?
We were doing too much.
We were doing far too much.
Not too much. I think we escalated very quickly from the first one at King Street Townhouse, where it was just me and you sat there in the dark in the corner with an iPad. The next one was a full-on production at Owen House with lighting, with red Drapes. Floral, Johnny Draper, and then the one after that was bands, music.
We tried to better ourselves. We're just too ambitious, I think.
Nothing wrong with that, but I mean, it became a bit too much in the end, didn't it?
I think so, and it was kind of getting to a big deal. I was getting like nervous before each broadcast.
I was terrified.
Far too much on the line, almost. So basically, because we're cowards, we're just going to do a podcast in the future.
So it's a podcast. Each podcast will obviously feature on a different wedding supplier. The first one's going to be wedding photography. We're going to try and put this online on social medias, and brides and grooms can ask questions beforehand, and we'll put it to the photographers, and hopefully brides and grooms can get some sort of inspiration, some sort of help, some sort of guidance for their big day, because it is a big day. It's a lot of planning, takes a lot of work to do it, and hopefully we can make that a bit easy for them.
I think it's a great little information source from these guys who obviously are doing weddings every week. They're highly respected in the industry. I think for suppliers as well, listening in to hear their story, I think that could be inspirational for maybe a supplier who's just started, who wants to get in photography, or someone who's maybe having a think of maybe a change of career or whatever. So I think it works on that angle as well. But I'm really interested to hear what they've got to say. They're two good guys, and we've had loads of banter with them already, haven't we?
Yeah, they're good fellas, and they're very chatty and talkative and very easy to get on with, so I'm sure they'll have a lot to give us on the first podcast. Well, this is like a bit of a test, a bit of a sound check and all that. 1 2 1 2, and we're doing all right. I think we sound pretty amazing.
All that.
Desmond 2 2, yeah. It sounds like a radio show already, and I like it. I like it.
I think I'm into it. Straight away I'm into it.
I'd have noticed you and me, as soon as you turned the microphone on, we're two completely different people almost. We were a bit.
Well, you stopped swearing for a start.
Well, I did. Yeah, it took me a while. We've had to edit this, edit a few swear words out, but I prefer this. There's less pressure.
I think this is the way to go. I'm into it in a big way. I think this could be the making of us.
We could even do medical shows if we get too cocky, like
What?
Hey.
What? Bob phoning up. I've got this warts. I've got a rash.
A rash on the inner thigh.
So as you can see, it's going to be quite informal. Probably more informal than Wedding Cues Live was. I think we were always striving to be.
But I think if you sat on a train and you're listening to something like we're doing now, this is what you want. You can fast forward it, you can rewind it straight away. There's no lagging on your 3G if you're in a built-up area. Which,
with
you
a
get to a train
YouTube
station,
video, you can't download it for a start, so you have to have an internet connection. Whereas this, you can download it. I'm ready for when you have that long journey or whatever. So
take us with you on holiday.
Take us with you. Ooh, please do.
Yeah, wow. Magic. Well, there you go. It's done. We've done it. I'm
looking forward to this now. This is going to be. I think this is going to be really good.
It's the future.
It's the future, and if you've listened to this and you've got any questions for the guys or questions for me and Andy, don't forget me and Andy work at a lot of weddings as well.
Yeah.
Get them down. Whether you're listening to this and you've seen it on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, we've got all 3 accounts running, so you can message us on all of them, and we'll pick your message up. If you've got any ideas for future podcasts that we could do for you, something that you might be interested in listening to, then get them down as well.
And people can ask the questions now. They don't have to wait until the day.
It's not going out live, so
it's pre-recorded.
Yep. Which is another brilliant idea as well, not doing it live.
Yeah, because less pressure, isn't there?
There's just so much to go wrong.
So we're changing the name to Wedding Cues.
Well, yeah, we could do.
Wedding Cues.
Wedding Cues. Shh.
Wedding Cues not so live.
Yeah.
But I think the whole live thing brought up a different dynamic to it, a technical dynamic. It was just hard to do. It put a lot of people under pressure being interviewed live on camera. I think this environment's different. I think if you shove a camera in someone's face and tell them you're live, tell me about weddings.
Well, immediately they're thinking about how they look, what they're wearing, their makeup, their hair, all that sort of stuff. It's just
that means I don't have to wear my crazy shirts anymore.
Yeah, but I will be mentioning crazy shirts that you are using.
Obs. Anyway, that's it. It's Wedding Cues. And it's our brand new podcast, which is coming to you on the 19th of March with the subject being photography. And if you've got any questions, anything wedding related, just not even photography related, anything to do with weddings, we can help and try guide and advise and be the little helper. I was going to say Santa's little helper, but
right. I don't know. A bit late for that, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway, but thanks very much. If you've listened to this, thanks very much. Give us any comments in the comment section, and we look forward to getting involved with you next week and for you to listen to the podcast.
Awesome. Thank you.